Wunmi Cynthia Adebanjo Aloba, the widow of the late Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad's wife, has gone to court to be granted the permission that no one should be issued a late husband's letter of administration. Hello everyone, you're so much welcome. Yes, Wunmi has decided to move very silently and making sure that it's not just talks but action. The last time she came out was when she made a post saying that Baba's lawyer has withdrawn from the DNA's case of Liam, which has taken a lot of people aback to be like, how could Baba's lawyer now back out of DNA? DNA that Baba and his group has been shouting to have for how many months now? Rolling into 2 years. What went wrong? What changed? So till date, since Baba's lawyer, I think Sanshitu, decided to remove his hand from DNA, we've not heard anything about DNA anymore. Remember that Mohbad's lawyer has come out severally since the early this year to say they are ready. That Wunmi on her own part is ready. However, Baba is asking them that if they do the DNA test and it's discovered that Mohbad gets Liam, Wunmi should not come out to say it. And the DNA test should not be revealed to the public, which Wunmi oppose to be like, after now don't drag me online, now don't call me Ashana. There have been so many allegations that Liam is not Mohbad's son. We are now giving authority to go and do the DNA, supervised by the courts, and you're now telling me now that I should not reveal it. Now, what we mean estate, when a widow in this woman's case is asking and getting approval from the court that nobody should have the right to the letter of administration on her late husband's estate. Now, estate will mean we pay ibi táwọn èèyàn ń gbé tó ní entrances tó wà mapped out and everything. This estate in these terms, when you're talking about somebody who is passed away and who has, property or properties, all the kind of properties that that person has is called estate. I'm just clarifying. Okay. So Wunmi has taken steps ahead to protect the estate of her late husband by filing a caveat at the Lagos State High Court Ikeja to stop the issuance of letters of administration to any unauthorized person. Wunmi Cynthia Aloba, the late widow of Mohbad, has taken steps to protect her husband's estate by filing a caveat at the Lagos State High Court, Ikeja, to stop the issuance of letters of administration to any unauthorized person. In a letter dated 19th November 2025 and signed by IP Awo Esquire on behalf of Salau Akingbolu and Co. and addressed to the probate registrar, the solicitor stated that they asked for Mrs. Wunmi Cynthia Aloba, the legal wife of the deceased and mother of his only surviving child, Master Liam Aloba. According to the notice, the law firm confirmed that their client has duly filed Form 5 and Form 6 as a notice of caveat to prohibit the grant of letters of administration to any person whatsoever in respect of the estate of Mr. Ilerioluwa Aloba, who died on 12 September 2023. Copies of the duly filed forms were referenced as attached. I can break it down. Now, when we're looking at everything going on, for whatever reasons, at this time, she decided that, okay, I'm going to go and file a caveat at the Lagos State High Courts in Ikeja, that under no circumstance, that as the legal wife of Mohbad, that is what the rule that I'm reading out, nobody should be issued the letters of administration No single body. That as the wife and as the mother of Mohbad's only son, Master Liam Aloba, she has told the courts, tell about the issue letter about anybody buy info letter of administration. Make una no give them. And even all the rats where they our houses no say the strongest contender, the only contender in this matter is no one else but Baba Mohbad, who just ṣẹ̀sín àgbáyé at Brekete. What Baba Mohbad has gone through in the last few days is ṣẹ̀sín àgbáyé. He ran to Brekete, thinking that he's going to find succor, he's going to be able to, get pity party, and, which he thought he was getting, but he didn't know that Brekete used reverse psychology for him. To say, Baba, don't worry, you are a star. Okay, you said you are a star. How can Baba go there and be saying that he's a star? Star lórí òkú ọmọ. And Brekete now decided to come out chair from his bum say, Baba, you did lie. $26,000 was the amount of money you collected for GoFundMe and for your Access Bank account. You edited figures, which I'm not going to take from you. Go and print out another fresh one. And there's another Wema Bank account which you are not producing and which you say you don't want to produce because it's your personal account, that anybody that claims he or she puts money in the Wema Bank account, you bring receipts, you reform the person. They call them something in Yoruba, but you want to put on the platform with that nation. Ojú àwọn ṣe kíni sìn, ó ti blur. Ojú ń ṣe kíni, ó ti blur. When you have a greedy husband or a greedy father, they never know when to stop. Whatever it is that Mohbad has worked all his life is music. The way his music now went up exponentially after his demise. Owó tó bá rí níbẹ̀ from his streaming, the rights, copyrights and everything, if it is well administered and well collected, Mohbad's family should have no problem with feeding themselves. Tó bá kọjá yìí wọn. But we don't even know who is earning the money. According to Naira Marley, he said he has Mohbad's money with him, but he doesn't know who to remit it to. Ṣé balabala àti pálapàla when Baba has no leadership skills. Then Baba can be telling us that Naira kan fi àgbà hàn ni, ó kọ́ lọ́gbọ́n ni. Ẹ jẹ́ ká continue with our. According to the notice, the law firm confirmed that their client has duly filled Form 5 and Form 6 as a notice of caveat to protect the grant of letter of administrations to anybody whatsoever in respect of the estate of Mr. Ilerioluwa Promise Aloba, who died on 12 September 2023. The widow also caused a publication of the caveat in 2 different national newspapers in November 2025. So, Wunmi announced in 2 national newspapers, but she letters of administration for anybody that she, as a wife, she has gotten the permission, she sought the permission, and she has received the permission that nobody must be given any letters of administration. The lawyers informed the probate office that the caveat has been filed to ensure that no letters of administration are issued to any person other than the lawful beneficiaries, while the caveat subsists in the court's records. Expressing confidence in the court's commitment to due process and judicial integrity, the solicitor stated that they trust no irregular or fraudulent attempts will be allowed in respect of the deceased estate, particularly because his lawful wife and biological son are alive. Which is true. At the beginning, Baba will say, Wunmi is not my son's wife. We did an introduction. We paid the dowry. When truth is always constant, but when a lie is told, it will continue to be slippery. Tí rọ́bà dẹ̀ lọ lógún ọjọ́ kan ìrànwọ́ ìjọ kan òtítọ́ á bá. So now that is the step Wunmi has taken. Baba is shamefully leaving Abuja from Bekete show after the international disgrace, while Wunmi has filed for filed a caveat at the Lagos State High Court that they shouldn't release any letters of administration to anybody. And she's doing that in a capacity as the widow of late Mohbad and also the mother of Mohbad's only son. So ibi tí Anika gbégbé borun tèní dé nìyẹn wípé Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ a ṣẹ̀sín àgbáyé. In everything we are doing, let's always, number one, have the fear of God. Mohbad is there. Ọmọ ń jẹrà, bàbá ń dán. Nobody is saying you should go and pokùnso because he's ọmọ pai. But the man's leadership skills is zero. The man's interpersonal skills with people is zero. Gbogbo àwọn supporter bàbá tó máa ṣépè. Wọ́n ti ṣe kíni? Wọ́n ti lagi mọ́ra wọn lórí. Rìkíṣí tó bá túyàn, tó bá mú àwọn èèyàn papọ̀, náà ló máa padà tú wọn ká. The widow and the grandson that you put in the mouth of Oka, in the mouth of lion. God said, no, keep quiet, lion. You cannot eat these ones. Because my good book tells me that he is the husband of the widow and the father of the fatherless. So whoever unjustifiably tó bá ti ń oppress àwọn opó àtàwọn bàbá, àwọn ọmọ tí ò ní bàbá, Ọlọ́run ló ń bá jà. Àdúrà tá a dẹ̀ máa gbà ní pé nílé ayé wa, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ abẹ́yàn ọjà tó jẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run ló ń gbèjà ẹ̀. Because búlálà tó máa ná ẹni yẹn invisible ni. Nǹkan tó yẹ kí bàbá lọ ṣẹ̀sín àgbáyé lọ́dọ̀ Brekete. When Brekete said, no, you can't tell me you've collected $26,000 in your GoFundMe, which we are seeing like this, koro, and the big amount of money that people have said to have paid into your Wema and Access Bank account, which you have altered the statement of account, and you are now doing face lebu. People are not helping you. People are telling you don't have money. That the 500,000 he promised him a day earlier is no longer going to give it to him. That his team members should go and give the 500,000 to people who are truly in their need of funds. The greediness in ẹ lọ ṣẹ̀sín wá láti Federal Capital Territory. Ọlọ́run á bá yín yanjú ẹ̀. Whenever you feel like you want to let your son to rest, it's okay. But we are happy that God did not let Kolo Toku Sipo Ika. The kind of father that you are. And Baba Tomanle Lukopa. You know, Wunmi has told us from the beginning that, hey, you people, if you know the kind of person Baba Mohbad is, Emma Le Lukopa ni. She won't let you Lukopa. Baba Mohbad, you'll be all right. Ẹ ti lọ ṣẹ̀sín wá, ẹ tún padà wá l'Ékòó. Ketuwa continue saying, you need to go and check his TikTok account. Go and check his main TikTok account. Go and see where, I think it was even Abuja or something, because it was looking very touche and with steez. Coming down a flight of stairs with baggage and singing that his unpopular song, showing steez and everything. We are thinking to be like, okay, whatever you want to do with your son is your business. But our Nigerians ojú wọn ti là. Àwọn òye elépè tó máa ń ṣépè ìgbà yẹn bá ti rí kíní kan bàbá wọn báyìí. Wọ́n á mépè wọ́n máa ṣe fún ìrandíran wọn àmọ́ ní tọ́ orí elépè lépè ń lọ. Nǹkan tó lúkálùkù bá gbìn ló máa ká. Go and check how very filthy his comment section is. Pẹ̀lú àwọn èpè bàǹbà, èpè kàǹkà, èpè kàbìtìkàbìtì. Táwọn èèmọ̀ ní so Mr. Baba Mohbad ẹ̀yin náà lè ṣẹ̀sín àgbáyé báyìí. Ẹ̀sìn tẹ́ fi ìyàwó ọmọ yín ṣe, tẹ́ fọmọ ọmọ yín ṣe. Ẹ̀yin lẹ wá ń dájẹ́ gbogbo àwọn supporters yín ti padà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀yin ti gbẹ. Wọ́n ti rí pé jẹgúdú jọra, ajẹ lójú onílé. Àbáwọn ni Yorùbá ṣe ń sọ. Ibi tẹ́ bá ti ń jẹ nìkan lẹ mọ̀. Àwọn supporters yín tó bá yín ṣí GoFundMe, tó bá yín gbowó, ẹ mú gbogbo wọn, ẹ fojú wọn bó. Ṣé ká sọ fún yín pé ń tọ́ ọ? Kò ní ká sọ ń tọ́ fún yín. Ojú everybody ti já. Àti mọ̀ bí tá à ń lọ. Tó bá wùn yín kẹ̀sìn ọmọ yín. Tó bá wùn yín kẹ̀fì sílẹ̀ ń bẹ̀. Karma tó ti ń ṣiṣẹ́. Karma is now on overtime on your case. Á jọ yín lójú. Ọlọ́run á fi hàn yín ṣe. And we have this very bad attitude in this society when you know ṣe àwọn tó wicked yẹn tó ń ṣe burúkú kí ló máa ṣe burúkú fọmọ tó fi abẹ́ ẹ̀ bí kó máa sọ pé I am a star olórí burúkú wo nìyẹn star pọmọ ẹ kú wọ́n á wẹ́nu sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ di superstar ìtìjú gbáǹkọ́gbì lẹ́ ń ṣe a máa fọwọ́ lẹ́rùn a máa wò yín ká òbí tí Elédùmarè máa bá ọ̀rọ̀ yín rí baba Mohbad ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀ lójú àánú ọmọ yín. For him to even have you as a father is the highest level of dysfunctionality which has spoiled all efforts that you think you have made in the life of that guy. Because even the mother gan àbí mo máa wò àbí mo fọmọ́lẹ̀ fọdún mẹ́wàá 10 years I no see mommy ọlọ́run má jẹ́ àṣírí ibú. What a kind of terrible combination of parenthood can somebody have? That is what Mohbad has had in his short time in life. And the only son tó fi sílẹ̀ bàbá ní kó máa bù lépè ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run tó ju gbogbo ẹ̀dá lọ all their ìpè orí elépè lè pè lọ ọmọlọ́mọ inú màrìwò báyìí ni Liam ti ń ṣọlá tí ò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan kan tó máa ṣe gbogbo ṣe ń jẹ́ tọ́lọ́run gbogbo ọmọ wa pátápátá ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá bẹnu àtẹ́lù wọn Ọlọ́run á wáṣẹ fún wọn iṣẹ́ tó máa ṣe tán ní bọ́ nínú ẹ̀ torí pé èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ sọ títí kó wá mú táwọn ọmọdé mọ ọmọdé tí ò lẹ́ṣẹ̀ táwọn àgbàlagbà bá ń ṣe rọ́bìṣì láàrin ara wa tá à ń ṣe rádaràda it's okay but ká wá máa mú àwọn ọ̀dọ́ àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké mọ́rọ̀ ká máa lé wọn ká máa ṣépè fún wọn Ọlọ́run ò fẹ́rú ẹ̀ kólúkálùkù jẹ èrè ọṣẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ire o. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.